This thing doesn't light up.
There.
Oh, I didn't do that before. Technical difficulties. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got that, we got this, and we got that. And now what do we got? Let's see. I'm live. Okay, but it's not showing up on the YouTube page. There's no... It doesn't have... Why is this thing not typing? Technical difficulties. Oh, okay. Because it doesn't show... I can't see the chat. Okay, whatever. But it now still says the untitled broadcast on the thing. Okay, well, that's just BS. That's what I think of that, BS. Hi! So, we don't know what we're doing around here. We're trying to fix some things, but evidently we still don't have them fixed. So, we're just going to go. So, thank you for joining me for coloring. Today, we are going to color this adorable Tilda with a BowKnot. So, this was a card kit at the store. It's already sold out. And you got everything to make these 3 cards. So, we're going to go ahead and color her. And then I'm going to put a different sentiment on mine because I want to send it out as a thank you card. So, that's what we're going to do. So, that's what we're doing today. We're going to color her. And then next week we are going to color this cutie. She is called Wanna Scream. This pretty much sums me up today. This is what I feel like right here. So this is going to be next Thursday's class. And then later today at 5 we're going to do this one. It's called Everything's Rosy. This is a private class, so if you want to sign up for that you need to head to the store and sign up, and I'll send you all the information. I'll send you a PDF with all the instructions and stuff, and then you can pick that up and we can color this tonight at 5 in our private class. And since I messed up the stuff in the description box, I will go ahead and load that stuff after we get done coloring today. So let's go ahead and get our girl out. So we're going to do her. Let's go down. Okay, so we're going to cut her out, so we don't need to give her an outline today. Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming back. We still haven't figured out what we're doing wrong with our multi-stream, so, you know, we don't have any description today. That's all right. We'll figure it out later. That's what I get for trying to do the event thing. I'm like, you should be able to put stuff in the event thing, and then it should just show up when you tell it to. Evidently not. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our Tilda here. So we're going to use these colors. So let's go ahead and start with E21. And I'm going, is it upside down? No. Okay, I'm going to do her legs first. And we're just going to do underneath of her little pants. And then I'm going to come around her knee because that's going to be shadowed. And then we're going to go along by her sock. And then over here, we're going to go around like this. And again, I'm going to swoop around the bottom of her knee. And we're going to go down like that. And let's do E00 next. So I'm going to brush across the E21. And this side, there's only a little bit on this side, so I'm going to color that side in. Her knee. I'm thinking I'm going to give her a couple of coats today because she's looking kind of pale. I guess it's because I decided that we didn't need E11 today, maybe. Go ahead and go up here and we'll start her arm too. Then we will add E00. So what are you up to today, Chris? Are you doing anything fun? We have sunshine today. Mr. Hobbyhaven's giving me the he's not having a good day with this YouTube business either. That's what I get for wanting to try to do something different. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do her arms, give those a second coat too. And we'll go ahead and start on her face. So her head's tipped down this way, so I'm going to make it more shadowed on this side of her face. I'm going to brush this up this way a little bit more. And then we'll bring it around to her bottom of her neck. And we'll give her face a couple of coats too after we do her cheeks. So we'll go ahead and do this color first. We're going to do E00. And then for this color, I like to bring this around this side. And then we're going to soften these lines. Then we'll add E00. And we'll give her some cheek tone. So we'll do R20 first. And I like to use these little dots as my guide, so I'm going to start right here at the edge of her cheek and brush in between these dots. Same with this side. And because this side's up and in the sun, I'm going to give this side a little bit extra. Then we'll do R30. And then we're going to to go with our second coat on her face. So let's go E00. And then E000. And I use this last one to just go over her entire face. I think we'll pink up her cheeks a little bit more. They're not looking that pink. That was pretty easy. Easy peasy. Alright, so now we're going to do her hair. So let's grab those. She doesn't have much of her hair shown there, but we're going to use these for her hair. Let's do... thinking that we're gonna go, let's go backwards today. Let's do E50 first. So I'm just gonna go ahead and color her whole hair in, or all of it.
Give me a reason to get out of bed. I need a minute to think, or maybe two.
Then we'll add E55.
Yesterday I lost control and said some things I felt that you should know. I need a day to clear my mind and leave it all behind. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow, I let my worries fade. Let them sweep away. There'll be another day.
And we'll add some E25.
I keep repeating the same mistakes. I did them all before, in every shape. There's a million ways to mess things up, and I need some time to figure out what to say and make our troubles disappear. Oh, tomorrow's near.
And then I'm going to give it a little dab of my E29.
Okay, no matter come what may, I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow, let all our worries fade. Let them sweep away. There'll be another day. Tomorrow, oh oh oh, oh 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 oh, oh oh oh, oh 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 oh. Tomorrow I will set things straight.
Let's see, I'm really liking the top here, so let's add E25.
All my troubles go away tomorrow. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight tomorrow.
It's a little better.
All worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight tomorrow. Let all the worries fade. Let them
Okay, I think I'm going to go with that. That looks okay.
there'll be another day tomorrow.
Tilda's not going to take that long to color today. She's pretty easy. So let's do her shirt next. And for that, we are going to use these. And we'll start with Y23. And then we will do Y32. I'm gonna probably give it a couple coats. This is pretty light. I'm gonna switch back over to Y23. And then Y32 for a second coat. And then I'm just going to use a little dab of my T1 to darken this little collar up a little bit. And then while we got the Y32 out, let's go ahead and do the ruffles down here on her pants. And I didn't do anything fancy. I'm just going to color those in. That makes it pretty easy. Next, let's go down here and do her shoe. Whoops, I should have done her socks. Let's get the T1 back out. Let's go ahead and do her socks real quick because they're fairly easy too. I didn't color them all the way in. I'm just going to give them a little bit of color. And then for her shoes, we're going to use the tees, but if you didn't have tees, you could go ahead and use any of the other grays. We're going to use these. And let's go ahead and start with the T9. And let's bring this along the bottom. And I'm going to use the lightest color to do the sole of her shoe. And I'm thinking I'm going to give it a couple of coats too, because I want her shoes to be a little bit darker than they actually are. Let's bring this over the top here. And then we're going to do a little bit on the side and up there. We'll do a little bit on this side of this shoe. And then over the top of the sole. And then along the side. Next we're going to do T7. And then our T5. And yeah, I'm going to give it a second coat because I want it to be a lot darker. And I'm going to go ahead and cover up or color in this bottom. And then we'll go for a second coat. Then we're going to go ahead and add T7. Oops. Went outside the lines. And then T5. Grab T1, and she's got a little bit of her sock showing right here. I'm just going to go over that. And then let's get our colorless blender to fix this little boo-boo. And I got another one right here. Alright, let's do the flower next. So for the flower, we're going to use, let's see, B34, 17. Let's get all those out. We'll leave the red till last. Okay, so let's go ahead and do all of these for our flower. And then we're going to start with the stem with B34. So I'm going to go ahead and color this bottom section right here. And then we're going to come down a little bit on this back side of our stem and a little bit down here on the bottom. Then we're going to go over that with our YG17. Next, we're going to do the flower, so let's do YR, whoops, not 16 first. Let's do 18 first. So let's give a little dab up here where these little petals are coming out from behind. And there's already some little slashes on there, so you can kind of see where the color is going to go. Get that started. We're probably going to do 2 coats, so I'm not worried if it doesn't blend. And we'll go with YR16 next. And then we'll do Y18. And I'm going to give it 2 coats, so I'm not going to go all the way up on these. I should have left a little bit of white on that other one. That's okay. And then we'll come with our second coat. And YR16. And then we will do our Y18 to finish it off. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe it needs still another coat. Let's go with another one.
just a sad, sad man. Don't have no one knows what you're trying to prove. I tell you now, once, not twice. I hope you learn this in time. You will end up alone if you never try to be gentle. Another year have you lost. Of being afraid of being lost.
That looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to finish up with our reds, so let's get those. Oh, so down here I needed R22, and I didn't put them up here I didn't put that on the top of the list. So if you're reading your list, make sure that you get R22. So I'm going to just go ahead and go with R20, just because that's what I have in here, and we'll make it work.
What we had was real, but you will never come around. I tell you this once, not twice.
Okay, we're going to start with R37, and let's go ahead and do her hat first.
You will end up alone if you never
And so her hat comes down over here around the back. So let's give this some color.
have you lost. Of being afraid of being lost.
And then I'm going to bring this up here. And then there's the little spot right here that's a wrinkle. So I'm going to color that in. And then let's do underneath this bow. And we'll do the same for this side. We'll go under the bow. And then for the knot, this. And then let's do this little wrinkle and maybe bring this color around over here.
Just a sad man.
And we're going to add R27. So I tend to go over the top of my R37 with this because the R37 is a little bit more purpley, and this will give it a little bit more of that red. Then we're going to do R17. And then we will grab R05. And then we will finish it up with our R14. Right, I'm going to hop down here and we're going to do our pants. So let's go ahead and start with R37. And she's got a little bit of shadow right here because her hand is sitting there. And she's got a bunch of little circles on her pants already, so we're just going to use those to our advantage. Then we'll add our 27. I'm going to bring this down the side of her pocket. Let's go ahead and do a little bit. There's a few little dots right here, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little dab right in that. And then we'll add our 17. And then we'll do R05. Then we're going to fill it in with our R14. We're going to go with R37 and add a little bit of this stuff back in. Let's do a little bit of dark stuff back on here. And maybe a little bit up here on her hat. And then for her pocket down here, we're going to go with R20. It's supposed to be R22, but I forgot it. So we're just going to make them this pretty pink. And you can darken it up a little bit by doing R14. We'll just pick up a little bit of that R14. And we will make it R22. Like so. And then if you have a little bit still on your pin, you can just brush it off. Because I'm going to cut that off, so we don't care about that. Alright, so that is it for our coloring. Let's do some sparkles on her. Well, let's do her eye first. So her eyes weren't as dark as I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and use my multi-liner. And I'm just going to color them in. And then we will take our Spica clear glitter pen and we can add that to her hair. because I'm going to cut around all these little swirls. Okay. And then we're going to do our Sharpie white paint pen, and we're going to add some dots to her hat. So it's got a bunch of little dots up here, so I'm just going to use my pen to put those back on. And she's got a few down here on her pocket, so let's go ahead and add some to that. And then I'm going to add some to my flower, so let's go with just adding some decoration on there. And then on our little shoes down here, I'm going to add a little bit too. So let's go ahead and do a couple little dots and some slashes. So I'm just going to go just to give it a little bit of a highlight. Oh, look there, I made a big mess with my pen. Let me see if we can wipe that up. That's not very good. Okay, wipe that mess up. Let's go ahead too, and since I got my paint pen out, let's definitely not set it down like that. Let's do a couple little dots on her eye. It's a good thing I stopped using that because it ended up having a big blob on it. Okay, so we're going to cut it out. So nothing too fancy. Let's just go around here first and cut all this extra stuff off. I like to get rid of this part first. Makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to go up a little bit. That way you don't have to be quite so close. Alright, so let's start down here to foot. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white. If you're going to cut yours out, you can cut it right next to there if you want. Totally up to you. And I find when you're cutting it out, it's easier if you move the paper. I went around there, I didn't cut that off yet. Good job, Heather. Alright, so I'm not going to leave a bunch of these little dots up here. I'm going to cut these off. You could go around there and leave them on if you wanted. And we're going to go down in here. Okay, then when you get up here to the hair, I'm just going to kind of go around that so that it's still poking out. You could avoid that whole situation and cut it off. Let's cut this off. It's getting a little too cumbersome. So far so good. I haven't cut anything I wanted to keep off yet. Okay. Fussy cutting is not my friend. And I think I'm gonna cut this part too. Let's go in here and cut this little section of between her leg off or out. I think that will look best. Like so. Easy peasy. Alright, so let's get our parts. So I've got my card stuff here, and what did I do with my tape? There's some tape. So let's go ahead. I always make sure that my card's going the way I want it, so it's going to go like this. So let's go ahead and attach this stuff. Don't forget, you guys, if you have a suggestion for something you'd like to do in the future, to leave it down in the comments so that I can write it on my list of things to try out. Okay, so we're going to go thanks, and then I'm going to do this mini. Oops. Hi, Teresa. Thanks for joining me. Sorry if I wasn't looking over there and I missed you earlier. Let's go with mini. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this to this one. And let's use some liquid glue with that. And this mini thanks was not one of the sentiments that came in the card kit. I just decided that if I made it up, I could send it out as a thank you in one of my orders. So I thought I would do the thanks one. And if you're like me, you have a bunch of dies word dies that you can use to make different sentiments on different images. So I'm putting the white behind it because this gold paper is kind of flimsy. It's not very sturdy. So I'm going to put the gold back there to hold it together, and I put, if you had a gold piece that's going to be popped up on your card, I included an extra white piece too so that you can pop it up. So we're going to go about like mini thanks, and then we'll put her over here. So let's give her some pop dots. Give her a few. Okay, let's just pick these little things off the back. I think that's the worst part about the Pop Dots is these little stickers on the back. Okay, so I want it to go into an envelope, so I'm going to make sure my girl is on the edge of the card, not sticking out past. Although you probably have a little bit of room when you stick in the envelope, so it could stick off just a little bit. And then we're going to attach this thanks one. So don't forget, guys, if you have a question, to make sure and leave it down in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to get back to you. After I get done with the video today, I'll fix the description because I messed that up, so there's nothing down there. I'll change all that. And if you haven't signed up for the class tonight that's at 5, the Everything's Rosy class, make sure to go and do that, and I will add that link down in the description also after I'm finished. And that card looks like this. We're going to color this beautiful flower with Copics and Prismacolor pencils. And it is a private class, so you have to go pay for it. And after class tonight, it will no longer be in the store. So if you want to do that, make sure to go and pick it up. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. And we're going to have some fun. Okay, so I'm thinking, do I want to pop this up? No. Let's go ahead and, whoops. Go ahead and add some glue to this. Oops. Yeah, some of these sentiments are really small, so you have to be kind of careful. They're delicate. And let's see, let's put this right here. You could also pop this up on some Pop Dots. That would be perfectly fine. It's just some of them are kind of small, so we're just gonna go with this. Plus I'm gonna mail it out, so I want it to go into an envelope. So that is our card for today. So this is the one I made. The ones that come in your kit are gonna be, you're still gonna color the Tilda the same way, but you're gonna get Sending Love. And this kit, sorry to say, is already sold out, so if you didn't grab one, it's already gone. Hi, Beautiful. And then Hello, Love You. So you can send these out to different people and get a variety. So if you'd like this kind of card kit, let me know in the description down below, and I'll pick another one, and we'll do some different sentiments to put that together, because I have another cutie that I was looking at today to color for our next card kit, and I haven't worked on it, so you know. So that's what we did today. So next week we're going to go ahead and do this one, a Scream one. She's really cute. This is a Moe's digital pencil image if you want to go pick her up, so you'll have it ready when we get when class starts next Thursday. And then don't forget, tonight at 5 we're going to do Everything's Rosy. So if you haven't picked up this card class, head over to the store and grab it up, because when class starts after class, it will no longer be available. And it is private, so it won't be here on YouTube for you to watch tomorrow. Alright guys, so I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you either tonight at 5 if you're taking my class, or I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!